showtime. We should put the intro right here. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss any videos. And if you're old here, then welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about my BET experience. So a lot of you know that I recently auditioned for the BET in their shows, in their casting. So I want to come in here and tell you how God told me to go to California. Get your popcorn, get your drinks. It's showtime. So it's a funny story. I'm always hustling. I'm always finding new things to do, new ways to make money. And so I decided I wanted to be an adjuster. So an adjuster is like someone who goes and they basically scale storms. So if something happens in a storm, your house and car and property gets destroyed, we're basically the ones that go out there and tell you this is how much money you're gonna get. So I signed up for this class to go, and it was in Texas, and I live in Florida, and I did it like a month ago. So I was all set to go to this class, and I see the BET casting, and it's a day after the class. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna go to both of them, no problem. So guys, I paid for the ticket to get to Dallas, because that was where one of the classes was, and then I ran out of money. And I was like, well, I guess I can't go to California because I don't have any more money. So I decided, you know what, Dallas it is. I probably wouldn't make it anyways. So it is what it is. So guys, I'm like a stickler about being on time. So I get to the airport on the day where it's, for my flight, and they tell me you can't get on the plane. I'm an hour ahead of schedule. So I'm like, I can't get on the plane. But I kept hearing God say, go to California, go to California. And I'm like, God, I don't got no money to go to California. But I keep hearing, go to California. So I'm like, no, we're going to Dallas. So when I get to the airport and they're telling me, you can't go to Dallas, you can't go till tomorrow, I'm like, is this God? Like, this is God. So I get my money back for my ticket, and then I'm like, I keep hearing, go to California, go to California. But I'm still like, no, I don't want to go to California. So I'm like, well, maybe I could drive to Dallas. Guys, if I drove at that exact moment, I still wouldn't have made it in time to Dallas. So I'm like, okay, God, I only have $100. You can't get to California from Florida with $100. But I kept hearing, just go to California, go to California. So I was like, okay, we going to California. So I hop in my car, and I just start driving like a mad woman with $100. So I'm just driving, and I'm like, for some reason, I'm not stressed at all. I'm very calm, but I'm thinking to myself, we're going to run out of money because we only got $100. So my friend, she calls me, and I know it's God because she's one of those friends that you don't really talk to all the time, and then she just calls you out the blue every couple years, So she calls me and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, hey, I'm driving to California. And she's like, you're driving to California? And I'm like, yeah. So then she's like, oh my gosh. So I'm just telling her I'm going to go audition for the BET Awards. I'm going to be a superstar. So she's like, oh my God, I can't believe you're going to California. And I'm like, yeah, girl, but I only got $100. She was like, $100? You're not going to make it to California with $100. And I'm like, I know, right? So she's like, I'm finna send you $100. So I was like, what? Mind you, I don't even really talk to her. Like, she's one of my best friends, but like, I don't really talk to her every day. She sends me $100. I'm like, we in now. So I'm just driving. Guys, California from Florida is 40 hours. And I only had, I think, 2 days to get there. So I'm just driving. And then I'm passing through Texas, right? And one of my friends lives in Texas. So I pick her up so she can help me drive. Michelle, if you're watching this, she didn't help me drive at all. So I could have left her at the house. But we finally get to California, guys. And it was just a breath of fresh air. Because I feel like I'm so nervous. And I'm so scared of my potential. It's like, you know what you're talented at. You know what you're good at. You know why you're put here on the earth. And you should definitely just go for those things, because for so long I wanted to stay in the shadows. I didn't want to express, the talents I have or be the center of attention. And this was the one time where I really put myself first, and I'm driving 40 hours to go audition for 1 minute. So I get to the audition Thursday. The audition was Friday. So I got there Thursday night at 12 p.m. I camped out all night. It was raining. It was a mess, okay? I was tired. I was hungry. But guys, it was so worth it. So I met the director, Robbie Reed. If you don't know her, look her up. So I meet her, and I'm telling her, hey, look, I've been camping out since 12 at night, so you're going to have to see me. One thing about these auditions is you want to get there early, because they only take like the first 200 to 300 people. So if you wait, like the audition actually didn't start until 8 in the morning on Friday. Here I am with a whole bunch of other people. It's Thursday at midnight. So you want to get there soon, just to show that you really want it, and, just to prove to yourself that it's worth it. So the fact that, I told her that, I'm like, look, us 10 right here, we were here, okay, for you. So you're going to change my life. And she thought I was playing with her, but I'm being for real. So we go and we audition, and it was just an amazing experience, because you just met so many people that were in the same field as you. The entertainment field. There were so many actors and dancers and young people. It was filled with black people, and it's like black excellence at its finest. And it was just cool to see that. So guys, if something that you guys should know about me is that I face fear head on. I feel like fear is something that you should definitely just conquer. But one thing about it is that I don't get scared until the last possible second. So I've rushed into the audition room, guys. Got my number. I'm number 7. So I'm the first one. Like, I'm the last person of the first group. I was so nervous. But guys, since I was like one of the first ones, they like recorded me. And like, basically, it's basically like this whole big ordeal. Like, the director has you now on their phone. So like, when they need somebody, you're like the first one. So they just told us like inspirational things, like, follow your dreams, and you may not hear anything today, but that doesn't mean you won't hear anything in a year. But I auditioned. I even had a group of us, we were like praying to God. It was just like you could feel God in the room. It was just such surreal moment. So finally I get on stage, guys, and I am shaking. Like, my heart has never beat this fast before. I felt like I was going to pass out. It was crazy. But my friend, the one I picked up in Texas, I'm texting her. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. And she's like, girl, we need y'all 40 hours for you to be nervous. And I'm like, you right. You fucking right. You know what? So I was like, you know what? Those fears, we got to put them to the side. And I killed it. Maybe I'll insert a video so you guys can see. But all in all, guys, it wasn't the actual thing of me getting called back or not. It was just the fact that, you have to face your fears. You have to listen to God when he's talking to you. You have to ask him to lead you to where you need to go. Because going to California, I was telling God, I'm looking for something. There's something that I need when I do this audition. I need, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And I can say, by me doing that audition, feeling that surreal feeling, like I'm out of my body, I was like, I'm destined to do this. So guys, I'll be moving to Atlanta to pursue my music career. So stay tuned and keep watching on my journey.